As you dive into white toner DTF printing, you're going to find that there are one-step and two-step transfer papers available. We're going to be noting the differences between the two to help you narrow down which one is right for you and your next project. All right, let's talk about the process. Now, when we say step, what we really mean is one trip in the heat press. So it's essentially in their name. A one-step transfer paper only requires one trip in the heat press. A two-step transfer paper requires two steps in your heat press. The first step being the A-B marriage, and the second one where you actually heat press the transfer onto the garment. And when we say two trips in the heat press, we mean it's one press, you're just pressing it twice. Now, your one-step transfer paper usually comes in a pack of single sheets that are generally designed for light fabrics and hard surfaces. Now, your two-step papers are gonna come with two separate packs of media. The first pack is gonna be your printable A sheet, and then the second pack is gonna be the adhesive B sheet. Of course, these two sheets are what we marry together. Now, just to clarify really quick, if you order 100 sheets of a two-step paper, you're gonna get 100 printable A sheets and then 100 adhesive B sheets. It's enough material to make 100 transfers. Now, even though the papers have different steps and processes, both are indeed gonna be no-cut and weedless, with the exception of Forever Tattoo paper. One important thing to remember is that you have to mirror your image when you're printing on most one and two-step papers. Well, rasterization is really only gonna be essential for your two-step papers when working with dark fabrics. All right, now let's talk about versatility. Now, your one-step papers are gonna work great for your light apparel and fabrics. These are gonna be papers like Forever Laser Light, the Magic Touch TTC, and T1. Though there are other options that allow for hard surface applications on materials like wood, cardboard, and aluminum. These are gonna be papers like Forever Multitrans, Unit iColor Premium Hard Surface Paper, and the Magic Touch CPM. Now, most two-step papers are gonna be aimed primarily at dark fabric application, and these are gonna be products like Forever Laser Dark, Unit iColor Standard Transfer Media for light and dark garments, and the Magic Touch Wow. With one notable exception is gonna be Forever's tattoo paper. Now, this paper is designed for skin decoration, but you can also apply it as a temporary design on hard surface materials. All right, so what's the verdict? If you're primarily using your white toner DTF printer for apparel decoration, two-step papers like Forever Laser Dark are usually the go-to option. When combined with careful rasterization, these can easily become some of the softest and most durable transfers on dark garments, with the vibrancy competitive with similar print methods. Now, if you're mainly interested in hard surface decoration, one-step papers like the Magic Touch CPM are ready to customize items like silver aluminum bottles, wood panels, and more. You can customize all these with your printed design standing out in its complete color detail. An in-between option would be something like Forever Laser Light, which is designed for light cotton fabrics and is also applicable for paper and cardboard surfaces. For Unit printers, we recommend sticking to their iColor line of papers, as these have presets ready to go in their ProRip software. Now, if you do intend on having both types of white toner DTF transfers around in the future, you could rest assured that you could switch to either type of paper at any time and simply just switch to the proper preset in your RIP software. So that's it from me, but I'd love to hear what your preferred type of white toner DTF transfer paper is. So feel free to sound off in the comments below. If you have any questions at all about white toner products or heat pressing in general, feel free to visit us at heatpressnation.com. You can even schedule a virtual demo of our white toner products at heat.press/whitetoner.